Okay. All right, so we're going to begin with a review of section 1 all the way through. And not going to do a lot of work on it, just review. And then we will review what we did last week, and we'll finish up the second part of Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain. So I'm going to go the same direction as you. Okay. So from prepare. Opening. Grasping the bird's tail, ward off left. Ward off right. Roll back. Press. Push. Single whip. Raise hand, step forward. White crane. Spreads its wings. Left brush knee. And push. Hamstring salute. Left brush knee. Right brush knee. Left brush knee. Hamstring salute. Left brush knee, last one. Parry, block, and punch. And closing up. Cross hands. Closing. I'm sorry. We're going to stop right here, and we're going to turn from here straight into Embrace the Tiger in the second section. So from here, turn left, circle, step out, and strike. Okay. I almost did closing. All right, so I just wanted to do that as a warm-up, just to kind of get you guys used to connecting it, for those of you who are completely new to this. Before we start with Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain, are there any questions from last week? Nothing that came up? Okay, so let's review. I'm sorry, Thomas, did you have a question?
No.
No, okay.
Can you hear me?
Oh, now I can. I couldn't hear you very well. Go ahead.
I have no questions.
Oh, okay, got it. Okay, let's do from cross hands. Let's do parent close. Let's do Embrace the Tiger, Return to Mountain in a few different directions. Okay, So if I go the same direction as you, you'll see my back. And our knees are bent because we came to the end of section 1, but we don't go all the way into closing. We just carry on to the next section. Okay. So from cross hands, shift right, that's 1, 2, shift back, separate the arms, right hand comes out, left hand goes out to the left in a circle and step. 3, brush, 4, strike. Let's do it again. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. 1, shift and turn, almost to straight. 2, shift back, right hand comes out to circle, left hand goes down and up to the left at 9 o'clock. Step with the right heel out a little bit less than corner. 3, brush, 4, strike, bending the front knee. Now, when you are striking in this position, you are not at corner with your right foot. You're a little bit less than corner because you started less than straight with your left foot. So it's a little bit, it's a bow step, but it's not conventional. Okay, it's a little bit different. And we want to have our striking arm in the same line as our right leg. So even if you are kind of close to corner, you don't want to be striking over. I'll show you from here. So if this is straight and my left foot is like this, my right foot comes in and out and up a little bit. And I set my heel down, not to the line of the corner, but a little less. And I come forward. Then my striking arm needs to be in that same direction. So not to my corner. See that? Okay. Let's do it again. I'll go a different direction. So remember, you have bent knees and a pretty good width between your shoulders width, and your cross arms are in the forearms, not the wrists. Shoulder height.
See what the left does.
Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. 1, shift, 2, turn. 3, right arm comes out, left arm swings down and out to the left and up like a brush knee.
Okay.
As you step up. 4, brush. Your right arm should be in line with your right foot now. And then 5, move your weight forward and strike in the same line as that foot. Bending the front knee. Okay, let's check our feet. Let's do it again. And this time let's check our feet and make sure they're shoulders width apart. I'm going to go the same direction again. So embrace the tiger, return to mountain. 1, shift to the right, turn the leg. 2, shift back, bring the left hand down and out and up. Right hand presses down, right foot steps in and out. 3, brush forward. 4, strike. Now keep your feet there. Don't move your feet yet. Turn your left foot parallel with your right and bring the right foot back, straight back. Are you shoulders width at least? With your heels? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Excellent. Okay. Okay, very good. All right, let me watch you guys do that a couple times. From cross hands. Oops, hold on. Okay, ready? Dita, I can't really see I can only see your hands in your head. Do you want to tilt your camera down a little bit?
Absolutely.
If you can.
Can't easily do that. I can try to step further away.
Okay, well,
Maybe.
whatever works, whatever works. Okay. I'll just use my
Maybe.
imagination. All right, from cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. turn to the right, almost to straight. That's 1, 2, shift back, circle, and step almost to the corner. 3, brush, 4, strike. Okay, let's work a little bit on, let's break it down a little bit more and do a little more practice on that before we go on to the next bit. Okay, so let's do a review of the arms. Now remember that this is like a brush knee in a lot of ways, right? The beginning almost seems, although we get into it differently, this part is a transition. It feels like that, but it comes out like the brush knee. So this part we know, right? And our foot would be out here at this point. So the relationship to the arms is that the right arm is pointing toward the left forearm, and the left arm is extended out. So it's to 9 o'clock. That's the first part, right? So you're not like this so much, you're more like that, right? Then when we come over to the other side, these two things go together. The left hand needs to come to the shoulder. And then as this comes down, that goes out. Let's practice just the arms. Don't worry too much about the feet. We'll do that in a sec. So let's go from our cross, turn. Now right hand comes out as the left hand comes down at an angle. Make a little circle with the top hand, and the bottom hand comes down in a big circle and back up. The right hand is now pressing down. Okay, let's do that again. Let's see. I'm gonna go this other direction. Shift and turn. The right hand comes out and makes a circle while the left hand comes down, and your weight is shifting to your back leg while you do this. Okay, so your left hand should be just a little bit higher than your shoulder, okay? Okay, from here, this is where you're familiar with your brush knee also, although we're doing it at a different weird angle. So when we step out, we have stepped out when we've gotten to the left point. Then we brush as we start moving our weight forward, and we continue moving forward, bending the knee at the end, finally bending the knee when we strike. So let's work on coordinating the circles with shifting of the weight. So we want, even though we continue moving, we need to stop at the same time with the knee and the strike. Okay, so let's do it again. Bent knees to begin. Embrace a tiger. 1, shift and turn. 2, come back with your weight, bend your back leg, circle, look to your left, step your foot in, step it out. Rush. 3, you're moving forward. 4, bend and straighten your back leg. Okay, let me see you guys do it again. Now, do you have any questions about what I was just describing? About the transition or where you're shifting your weight? Okay, ready? Begin. Okay. I just want to, I'm not sure if there's something I'm seeing. I think it's just a trick of the camera, and I'll just address it and trust that you guys can see what I'm talking about, but I'll walk it through too. So, because when I see you step aside, you know how camera distorts some of the things that I do for you guys. Well, it does for you, for me as well. So when we are turning from here, when we turn around and we're like this arm and coming in and out, this is all on kind of like one plane. From here, these arms come together. So it looks a little bit like they're going out too wide. So just bend your elbow in, yeah. So from this side, so if I'm here, I'm gonna step out. I'm not gonna come around, out and back in. I'm gonna go like this. See that? So yes. So from here straight on, it would look like this.
Yep.
From the side, like that. Okay. So from here. Okay, so we just want to make sure that that is not, that's the angle that you're going for, okay? So you want to have your palm up in your shoulder area. All right, okay, let's do it again. One more time. Cross hands. Embrace a tiger, return to mountain. Shift and turn. Shift back. Look to your left, step. Brush, look to the right, and strike, looking ahead in your striking direction. Okay, now you notice I was describing the gaze. So normally in Tai Chi and in most martial arts, you'd be following your dominant hand, for example, right? So there are times when maybe, you're looking a slightly different way and then you turn and look. But that's just a rule of thumb. So, and it kind of makes sense. So we start by looking, if I'm going to go this direction like I've been doing. This would be let's say I'm looking at 12 o'clock and then I turn, my body turns and I'm looking straight at 3 o'clock. Then when I'm moving my arm over here, dominant hand being this one, now I'm looking at 9 o'clock. When I step out, my gaze is going to come over here to where my opponent is. And then I strike. But when I'm looking ahead, I'm not going to come down, watch my arms and keep my head down, or watch just my hands and my arms. That's not what I'm looking at. I want to keep my gaze looking above that. Okay. You want to see what your opponent would be doing, where you are in space. Okay. Questions about any of that? No? Okay. All right, so let's go on to the next part. I called it part 2. And this would be really more of the return to the mountain part. And as far as I know, or rather what I've been told is that that return to the mountain refers to mythical stories about the original idea for Tai Chi, going back to Wu Mountain. So return to the mountain means going back to the basics, the very first movement, the signature move, back to home. Okay. So what we're going to do in this last bit is do something that we're going to be grasping a bird's tail. So we finish from here. Our left hand is in striking pose. Our right foot is less than corner. Our left foot is less than straight, and our right hand is at our right hip. And then we're going to come back and do rollback. So this is a modified rollback. So we come back, we are shifting our weight, rotating our right hand and bringing our left hand, bringing our right hand up, and then coming out to do a rollback pose. And we've shifted our weight all the way back. And then from there, we just turn a little bit, like a little quarter of a turn. So essentially, you are now facing 3 o'clock. Then from there, like Thomas was just doing, we come back to press. And we all know this one. And then we do push. And then we come back. And all of this is done to less than corner. So the footwork's easy here. So we're already in position. All we're doing is shifting. Okay. So regarding the arms, as I said, this is a modified rollback. So we're extended out already. It's a little different than the way we get into rollback from ward off, right? So in grasping the bird's tail, we're like this. In the beginning, we're doing this to go into rollback. So we're not starting the same way. So we have a transition move. So from here, the right hand's just, I'm gonna put the left hand down. The right hand's just gonna, it's just gonna bend up and then go out. Okay, so we're not going to raise it up like this. We're just going to bend it up to the shoulder and then strike it out. Well, it's not striking, it's just putting it in a position to do rollback. Okay, the left hand is going to turn over first, and then the elbow is going to bend. And so the hand, when I bend it, it's going to be in the rollback shape. So from here, if I do both hands together, I lift, rotate the top hand and the right hand is the shoulder height. Now you'll notice these are at the same height, essentially. They're level, almost level with each other. Okay, from the side view. Once I'm up here, this is 1. This is 2. Okay. So facing you this way, if I go back to striking, and I haven't shifted my weight yet. 1, 2. Now, when I do this, I'm not going to bring my arm way over here, because then I have a really, really wide area. It would be like ridiculously wide, right? So that's not really a proper rollback position. So it's like this, just like we do in rollback and grasping the bird's tail. This is about how close you get. So now let's add the body movement and the shifting. So 1, rotate the right hand, bring up the right hand to the shoulder, palm open, turn the left hand over, and push out with your right arm, or just extend your right arm, bend your left elbow as you shift your weight back. Let's do that again. I was using somewhat confusing words there. 1, rotate and lift, pushing back. 2, bend your elbow. Now from here, 3, turn your waist a little. So now you're facing almost 3 o'clock, a little bit past perhaps, but it's not all the way back here. So the shifting again goes all the way back to about 70%. So 1, lift hand to the shoulder and extend, and then turn. Let me count again. Yeah, left arm out, that's right. 1, start pushing. 2, 3. So now let's do it with the shift from the beginning all the way back. 1, start shifting. 2, bend the elbow. 3. Okay. So one of the things that one of the things that can be a little deceiving about this is that it looks like we are bringing the elbow in. We're actually not bringing the elbow in. So I'm going to show you from this angle. When the arm is out and I'm bending my elbow, I'm not bringing it into me. But watch what happens when I turn my torso. I rotate, the arms are out, I'm bending it and I'm turning. It looks like my elbow's coming in because I'm turning toward it. You see the difference? I'll show you again. Rotate and lift, push back, bending the elbow, rotate your waist. So when we extend our arms out, when we get them out all the way and we make a roll back, our weight should be in the back. Our arm is bent, it's in this shape, so the right arm The right fingers are pointing to the right, left fingers are pointing to the right forearm. And it's not way over here. Okay. Let's try it again. 1, rotate and lift your right hand. 2, extend it out. 3, turn your waist. Okay. I'm going to go a different direction. So from here. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, bend the elbow. 3. So when we do this, we're not turning our hips to turn at the end. We're not pivoting some more. So if I try to do that, and it's easy to do, as we talked about turning hips and not turning hips before. So if I come back and turn, if I turn like this, I'm twisting my knee. All right, so just shift your weight back to about 70%. So essentially the right leg is straight. And we would call that an empty stance, even though we're not doing a close in stance like this, you know, 1 line 2 sides. Empty meaning there's not a lot of weight in the front leg. That's what empty means. It's a relationship of weight, proportion of weight, empty stance. Okay, and then just turn your waist. And it doesn't turn a lot. Okay, so let's do it again, and let's add it to the first one. Okay, or actually no, let's not do that. Let's go on and finish the rest of this. Okay, so from here, let's do this again, then we'll go into press and push. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Now press. Circle in, turn your torso back at the line with where you were before, and then push forward, press forward. And now push, extend your arms along the same line, come back in the direction of where your front leg was and go back up. Now, one of the things that that we look for in this movement to see if you're lined up is the relationship of the right arm when we do these movements. So let's go ahead and go back to, let's do roll back again. And by the way, if I'm gonna head straight on to you, if I'm doing roll back like this, if I come up like this, I can open my arm a little to the elbow to the side, but I don't want it to be back, okay? So remember to keep your relationship, right? You see, you have a little bit of play here, so you can get it comfortable, all right? Okay. So from here, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm looking at 3 o'clock. Now let's go to press. Circle in, bring your arms in close, palm on the forearm, press forward and stop when you get to the knee. Check your right elbow. Is your right elbow in line with your right leg? Because a lot of beginners will press to the corner instead of to the line of their leg. Sorry. Are we good? Yep. Okay. Now we'll do the same thing with push. Extend your arms again. Don't extend them to the corner. Extend them along the line of almost corner. Come back along that same plane or line angle. Push back up. I guess it will be angle. Okay. How did that go? Good. Okay. All right. Let's do it a few more times. I'm going to go a different direction. You can't even see really what I'm doing if I go the same direction as you. Actually, let's do from cross hands. Okay. We'll do the whole bit, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain, which includes the grasping the bird's tail part. Okay, ready? 1, shift and turn almost to straight with the left foot. 2, come back, circling out to the left, look to the left, step with the right, pressing down. 3, rush toward almost corner. 5, strike, bend the knee. Roll back. 1, start shifting your weight. 2, bend the elbow. 3, turn the waist. Press, circle in, turn your waist back, torso back to face forward, press forward, knee and elbow aligned. Push, extend the arms, come back. And push. Okay. Any questions about this? Okay. So let's do it. I'm going to do it this other direction. Let's do it a few more times from cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Shift and turn. Come back. Look left, step, look right or look forward along the line of your leg. Strike, roll back. Turn, press, extend out, push. Okay. Let me see you guys do it. We'll do the whole bit from cross hands. Okay, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain, shift and turn. Circle step. Rush. And strike. Roll back. Press. Push. You guys are all looking really pretty good. Picking it up really, really well, Alicia. I know that Thomas and also Dita have done this a lot. So this is new for you. So that's why I'm saying that.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Okay, so I want to work a little bit. I'm sorry, question? No?
Nope.
Okay.
We're good.
Okay, thank you. All right, I want to work a little bit on the body shift. So it looks a little bit like, let's see, I think we're a little bit too erect in some of the poses. So my knees are bent, I'm forward. When I turn, I'm going to go this way. When I turn, I'm not like this. I'm not in the middle here. I'm forward slightly on my right leg so that I have some space, right? When I come back, I have to bend my knee. I don't want to change the angle of my back. So I don't want to be up. I want to be the same. I step, keep the angle, step. From here, I need to be going forward. So there's a little bit of a danger zone, I would say. Well, I don't know how dangerous it is, but there's a point where I think we're looking too straight up and down. And I think it's right here when we step out. I think there needs to be a little bit more of a fold at the hip, okay? So that you keep your same angle. It's sort of
Oh, so you're So you're essentially angled a little bit the whole time, Marion, from the
Yes,
the whole time.
well, let me just verify that. Angled. Coming back. And forward.
Yeah, it looks that way to me. It's subtle, but it's there.
The difference is. The difference is that, okay, so here's the difference. It is subtle. But it's about where your weight is. So we're not usually like sitting like this, totally up and down.
Right.
We're kind of folding slightly. Okay?
Yeah.
I don't know if you can kind of see my back. Okay, there's a little, it's not like this.
Yeah.
Okay? And I'm not curving my back. I'm trying to just have a little bit of crease here. All right. And when I turn like this, to have some space in my, I'm gonna turn the other way. When I'm turning to this, if I turn like this, I don't have maybe enough room to turn, to pivot. on
Yeah.
my- Okay,
Yeah.
so that's your first bit. Okay, so from here, shift more to the right. That means you're gonna be looking like you're leaning kind of, but that's okay. Now come back, don't adjust your back. Just go from there, keep it stable, and then go into your strike. Now your lean looks more obvious because you're going from your back leg up, but it's the back should be at the same angle still.
Yep.
Okay, so let's do it once through and work on that. Okay, ready? From cross hands, bend your knees, embrace the tiger, shift and turn, bend the back leg as you come back. Release the front hip, pick up the foot, come in, step out and out up a little bit. Brush, keep moving, strike, roll back. Press. Push. Okay. Let me see you guys do it. From cross hands. Embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Go. I see some really nice shifting, you guys. Good use of your energy. That's good. Okay, any questions about this?
Do I look like I'm?
I thought it looked better, Alicia. It looked better.
Honestly, I can't quite tell. Like I was trying to get there, but yeah, I don't know.
Well, like I said, you'll notice it. Okay, so when you start, let me make sure I'm in the right camera here. When you start from cross hands, you're already bent. Right, we finished.
Yeah.
We came over here, we did our chop.
Yeah.
Okay, from here. Keep the shape, turn. But first you got to shift. Shift as you turn and then turn more. Okay, so now I'm not trying to stand up to turn. I'm letting my body just kind of go, it looks kind of going forward more so that I have more freedom. Come back. Don't adjust your back. You see that?
Yeah.
So it's set, it's being, now what I don't want you to do is this. I don't want you to come forward. Let me do it this way. I don't want you to come forward and lean and bend.
Oh, I don't think I could do that. Yeah, I don't think my body likes doing that.
No,
Yeah,
you're not. You're not.
yeah,
That would be too much, okay?
Right.
So what, and some people will do this, they'll turn, this all looks good, and then they stand up. We're not
yeah,
doing-
I was doing that, but now I get it,
Okay, so turn, that's why I say, see this knee is bent here?
Yeah,
I wanna shift my weight back, I kinda have to bend it more, but I'm not lowering my weight.
yeah,
Just back on it farther.
yeah.
Right? And when
Yeah.
I turn, I don't know if anyone's having any difficulty with turning with freeing up the front leg, the right leg. When I come back, you can release the hip, turn that hip like we do in single whip, bring it in, out, and extend out, up a little bit, forward a little bit, press it down and feel ball toe.
Yeah, yep,
Okay?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions about any of that? Okay, all right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start a little bit on the next movement. It's called fists under elbow. And we'll do this in two parts also. It's a bit of a big move, I think. So we're gonna do, I'll show it to you first, and we'll just see how far we get with this. So from here, I'm gonna go this way. Let's see. I finish and push. From here, I'm gonna do a single whip, only it's not single whip, it's called fist under elbow. So it starts like single whip and it looks like single whip. I shift back the same way, in the same line. I start to pull and I turn my foot, but I turn it to 12 o'clock. I'm not turning it as far. Then I come back, pressing down like we do at the chest level. I come to the side, I turn over, I release my front foot, I drop my elbow, my left hand, so from here, and I push out. So in this movement, I am pushing someone off from here, but I'm not spending a lot of time on it. Okay, so that's the first bit. So let's do that. So go into your push at the end of grasping of return to mountain. Come back and shift back, hands flat, flatten your hands. Now start pulling first with the left, bend the left, and then straighten it out as you come around. Foot to 12 o'clock, right foot. Circle back, press it, you're shifting your weight back as you do this. When you get here, now release your foot, turning your foot over, turn your left hand over, right hand is out, facing out, not forward, but out, and extend. Okay. So from this angle, let's see. I'll try it this way. Okay, from here, back, I'm turning. My right foot goes to 12 o'clock, it stops at 12 o'clock, my arms continue to the corner. I circle back, I'm bending my back knee now, my back leg. I'm pressing in, my feet are still turned. I turn over, drop my elbow and I push out. Okay, that's.
What's this one called again?
It's called fist under elbow.
But
And
where's the fifth?
We'll finish it.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're fine. I just wanted to work on that bit first, because it's not hard to do. It's just different. You're going to slightly different angles, but the relationships are essentially the same, okay? So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it from this way now. So from here, then I'll go into the fist under elbow part. I shift back and flatten my hands. I start like single whip. My foot stops at 12 o'clock. I continue circling to the 10:30 corner. I come back, bending my back leg, shifting my weight, pressing down. I rotate my arm, turn over my hand, and push out as I rotate my foot. I bring in my foot, step out, one line, two sides to the corner. I reach out and extend with a ward off. This is a reaching movement. I pick up my right foot, I step in, halfway in, I rotate my left hand, I show a grab. I draw a circle down, I rotate my right leg, I'm on the ball. I switch to the heel, I make a fist. I lift vertically and I punch. Now I'm facing 9 o'clock.
So you're punching under the left arm? It's hard to tell from the camera.
I'll show you. We're not actually punching under the arm. It's called fist under elbow, but it's not your elbow. You're actually, you're lifting someone else's arm. So you know that move, like, okay, like if someone came up under here and it lifted me like this,
Yeah.
this is what my hand is doing to them. I'm lifting them up. So I'm lifting someone up, exposing their side, like this side, lifting them up, or this
Yes.
side, and I'm punching to the kidney.
Yes.
So I'm punching under their elbow,
Got it.
okay? So let's do that. First, let's get the different whip down. So we start facing almost corner from the end of push. Flatten your hands, start circling toward 12 o'clock, foot stops at 12, continue circling to 10:30, shifting your weight back, pressing down in the middle, rotate your foot, your leg as you turn and push out. Without stopping, pick up the foot, step 2, but 10:30 corner, 1 line 2 sides, shift toward that, extending your right arm. Pick up and keep going. As you step with your right toe, turn the hand over. Now shift to the right side. Circling down on the left, switch to the heel, make a fist, and punch. Now I'm going to show you from a different angle, and then we will break it down. Okay, so from here, just so you can see the relationship, and then I'll show you the part. 1, I start my, what looks like single whip. 2, 3, I step out. 4, and I reach. 5, turn my hand over to show a grab. I've stepped here, right? I'm turning to face 9 o'clock. I turn my leg, I switch to the heel, I come down here. Now I make a little twist. I made a fist, and I lift, and I punch.
So where's your weight right now? Right where you are now?
I am now in an empty stance.
Okay. Back leg.
My heel.
Yeah.
So let's work on the footwork a little bit. So let's go back to the part. I'm sorry, question? Question? No? Okay. All right, so from here, let's do the footwork only. Shift back, turn the right foot to 12 o'clock, shift back, release the right foot, step in, step out, 1 line 2 sides. That means don't cross your heel, step the heel toward the 10:30 corner, shift toward that foot, keep your back foot extended. Now pick up off the heel, pick up the right foot, bring it in so it's parallel with the left foot, but not up high, just kind of halfway there. Switch, shift your weight to the right, pivot on the right ball of the left foot, and switch to the heel and fold slightly into an empty stance. Let's do it all again. From push, from a modified bow step to push, from push. Shifting back, pivot on the right heel to 12 o'clock. Shift back straight, release the front leg, pick up the foot, bring it in and out, step with the heel, So you clear your other heel, one line, two sides, shift toward that corner, bend your knee, pick up the right leg with the heel, step down the toe, come back on that foot, turn your torso to 9 o'clock. You're pivoting on the ball of the left foot, pick it up and put down the heel. Question? No? Okay. Okay, let's do the arms. I didn't see Dita had to go, I guess. Okay, so from the arms. So we go like, we're gonna, oh, there you are, Dita.
Technical problem.
Oh, oh, she had to leave. Okay, so
No,
from
no.
here, bring the hands down and start making your whip. You go all the way toward 12 o'clock, go past the 10:30, circle back, press down, turn, drop the elbow, rotate the arm, have it facing out, turn the left hand over, push out with the right arm. So this has like a seat, like a rounded look, like roll back with the arms on the right side. Now, from here, extend your left arm out. The right arm is just following along. Now, start turning the left hand over. Start making a circle to 12 o'clock. You're turning your whole body to the right a little bit. Now, as you start coming back with your weight, you drop your left hand down and coming down, make a fist with the right, and then twist and lift up like you're lifting someone's arm as you punch in a vertical punch to their side. So your arm is, your top arm is extended out. Your fist is underneath. It's not like right here. So it's underneath, like mid-body. Okay, but it's not underneath your arm. Okay. And you are in an empty stance and your hands should be centered in your center toward 9 o'clock, and you're looking at 9 o'clock. So let's do the right arm and the left arm. Let's go from here. We'll just.
I have a question.
Yes.
So this hand, you say this is center, right?
Yeah.
Is
But-
the fist center too?
No, you're at a little bit of an angle because you're in an empty stance. So you're not completely square. You're a little centered, right? And when you're on the heel, there's a little more turn to your hips and your upper body. So you have a little more play with the waist. So my shoulders are not square here like this,
Yeah, yeah.
right? So because I'm a little bit, so in other words, you're not going to line it up with your shoulder outside of your head. You do it like if I were looking straight on, I wouldn't be doing it like this. I would be in my center, even though I'm at an angle, you know. So
Yeah.
Here, like your middle of your nose center idea.
Yeah.
Okay, it's a little, you know, it's not really that complicated, but you know. Okay, so did that answer your question?
So the fist does the fist kind of end at the center too? That we're talking about?
The
This
fist
line?
is, yes, like it's not under the elbow. So it's more, there's a little bit of space between the elbow and the arm. Like this. And this arm is a vertical lift. So it's not, but it's not completely straight up. It's not up like that. It's up and out a little bit. Okay. And then this fist, as I mentioned, this hand comes coasting along, right? So when we're from here, we step out, our arms are wide. Then we start to turn our body as we pick up our foot. At this point, we turn our left hand over. And then we keep turning, we're drawing down with a circle. I'll show you this direction. We're, let's see, from here, I turn my hand over to show, because I'm grabbing someone now. And as I come down, I continue turning, I make a fist, I twist my shape, my hand shape, just a little twist. So now my tiger's mouth is up. And then I lift and roll onto my heel as I punch. Okay, this takes a lot of practice, this particular move. But I thought you guys needed something meatier to lead with. Okay, so would you like to practice it a few more times, or do you need to duck out now?
We can practice until 5.
What's that?
We can practice until 5.
It's just about 5 now. Well, according to my clock, so.
We have 2 minutes.
Okay, let's do it again. Let's do it from push. Let's see, I'm gonna go this direction. I'm gonna go this direction, actually. I'm gonna go in the same direction as you. Okay, from the push, from the end of embrace the tiger, return to mountain. Fists under elbow. Shift back, flatten the hands. That's 1, 2. Turn just like single whip to 12 o'clock. Keep circling to 10:30. Come back, shifting, press down in the middle. Release your leg as you rotate your hands and arm and push out. That's 3. Step out. This is 4. Ward off. Give it a good reach. Pick up the right foot. Keep turning your body. Rotate the left hand. Now shifting your weight back. Bend your back knee. Bring your hand down. This is whatever 5. Switch to the heel and punch. Let's do it again. That wasn't very good counting. Okay, here we go. From push. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotate the hand and step. 6. Draw down. 7. Switch to the heel and twist. And 8. Punch. I think we kind of need like almost like 2 separate parts for this. It's a lot of counting. Okay, so let's do one more time just from the end of the pushing off of the whip. Okay, so you're here. You're pressing to the right. Actually, I'll go the same direction as you. Let's see, same direction as you. Yeah, okay, that would be right. Okay, from here. Step out, 1 line 2 sides with the left foot. Now, first step. Now leaning out, reach out with your left arm in a ward off toward the corner. Now pick up the foot. Your left hand is just coming along. Turn the body as you step. You turn the whole body as you step. You turn your hand, come back down. This is 3. Make a fist as you rotate and pivot on the ball. Switch to the heel, pick up the foot, put it down. And 4, lift and punch. You want to do it one more time?
You have to go.
Okay. All righty. Well, thank you for coming, and we'll work on this some more next week. Okay. That's all we'll do for today. Good to see you all. Thank you for coming.
Thanks a lot.
Well,
Thank you.
enjoy your weekend.
Thank you.
You too.
Thank you. We will. Bye, Dita. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
See you Tuesday, maybe.
Okay. Oh, by the way, next Tuesday. Oh, sorry. She's gone.